Hi everyone, my name is Michael and I'm part of the Learning Network's Eastern region. I'm going to introduce just quickly a short series of videos that I've just created here to help you read the Bible with greater confidence and greater expectancy. I've always been a bit of a Bible geek myself, and I kind of discovered really early on that I had a terrible brain for like facts and figures or people's names, but I was really good at remembering biblical facts. And I'm talking, when I say early on, like 5 or 6 years old. And I was that annoying kid in Sunday school who was always overly enthusiastically waving their hand and frustrating Sunday school teachers who wanted to, rightly so, give other people an opportunity to contribute. But I just love the Bible. I love reading it. I love engaging with it. I love exploring it. I love the intricacies of how it's been created. It's such an interesting and exciting document to explore. It raises more questions often than it answers. It can be confusing and frustrating at times and just joy-filled and beautiful at times. And it's been a great privilege of mine over the last 10 years or so of my professional working life, for much of my job in various places and spaces, to be teaching people or helping people better engage well with the Bible. A lot of that work has been with young people or with students, and they've often come to me and said things like, can you just tell us what it says? Could you just make it clear for us? And whilst I totally appreciate that request, it's not really my style anymore to just kind of go, well, you know, here's what it all means. Rather, I like to try and give people lenses that they can adopt in their own reading to hopefully help them feel like they're engaged with the Bible with a little bit more skill, or just equipped, I suppose, with some better questions to ask, some better avenues of exploration to go down. The idea is essentially that the lenses operate a little bit like an optician's chair. You know, I want to put something in front of your eyes and just say, does this make the text better or worse, clearer or not so clear? And I'm really hoping that actually that's what these videos will do for you. I think it's worth us just acknowledging right at the start that actually the Bible is a bit of a tricky document sometimes. It is a confusing thing, and that's okay. If you've ever picked it up and thought, this seems a bit strange and alien, that's because it is strange and alien to us. We need to remember sometimes that the Bible wasn't written in and for our 21st century Western culture. You know, we are historically and culturally and religiously, in some respects, removed from the writers of the Bible. And therefore, you know, it's okay if sometimes it seems a bit strange. The good news is I utterly believe that God wants to be found by us as we read it. And I truly believe that the Spirit is on our side as we're reading, wanting to reveal to us what God is like. And I do think there are some very simple things. I don't think we have to become experts in Hebrew or Greek or anything like that for us to read. I think there are some simple things that we can do, and that's what these lenses are. Simple tools that we can bring, look at the text through, that hopefully provoke us to ask some questions that stimulate good conversation. And I think that's the other thing I want to say is actually when we're engaging with the Bible, it's not just about tell us the truth of what it says. I think the Bible is in and of itself a conversation about God. We have 66 different books from a plethora of different writers writing across different times, all trying to work out who is God. What does it mean to be God's people? And sometimes they agree, sometimes they kind of conflict a little bit or suggest different ideas. So if you're sometimes reading thinking, but what about that part of the Bible? That's okay, because you're engaging in a discussion, you're engaging in a conversation. And you yourself are invited to bring your own questions, thoughts, feelings, concerns to the text as well. But what that means is actually I think that the Bible is ultimately something that we should be engaged in reading together. I don't think it's particularly a solo activity. And so as you work through these videos, I'd encourage you, if you're going to apply the lenses, or even if you're going to engage with these videos, maybe do it with some other people alongside you, you know, some friends and family members, a small group, even if you're working it through as a church or a circuit. Let this be the starting point for discussion. Let this provoke conversation about the text, which is of itself a conversation about God, and therefore worship. It is okay for us to disagree and be frustrated or be offended and all of those sorts of things, hopefully, as we'll discover as we explore these different lenses together. So I hope these serve you. I hope they're helpful. But ultimately, I hope that as you bring these lenses to the text, you find them making things a little bit better, not worse, and a little bit clearer. And that helps you engage the text with more confidence and more expectation as you do your kind of daily readings by yourself or with others. So hope they serve you. Enjoy. And if you've got any comments, questions, if you want to take things any further, drop them in the comments box below.